All right, welcome back. Bonus episode 2, Shred the Lettuce. Today we're going to be making some Margaritas, courtesy of my wife. I honestly have no idea. I know the ingredients that go into this, but I don't really know the actual recipe. Want to tell us?
Yeah.
All right, so what's the ingredients? Tell me. Take me through it.
Okay, first you need to prep your glasses.
What do I do? Like ice?
No, tahini.
Oh, with the tahini. I don't participate in tahini. Okay, here's tahini. We took a margarita class when we were in Mexico.
A tequila class.
Tequila. Yeah, okay. Hot shot. Tequila. And we tasted a bunch of tequilas, and we had never heard about it, but it's called tahini. Classico seasoning, but it's like a mix of spices and stuff. It has a little bit of like, I guess freeze-dried lime peel or something in there, so it's limey, but it's super good. I think it might have a little bit of salt too. So I poured a little bit onto this little guy right here. So here's what they do. Instead of salt like we do here in America so often, they use tahini. So take a little lime wedge and only half of the glass, because you don't want it just like overpowering everything. So the half of the glass that has a lime on it, go ahead and get that in, give that a good press down, and then you'll have a tahini rim. So what they told us, right, is if you really like tahini, you can put a little bit more on, but if you're somebody that doesn't necessarily love it, you can just drink out of the side that doesn't have a bunch of the seasoning on it. So they just do it standard either way, which is kind of cool. All right, so I'm gonna do 1 glass. Honestly, I don't really like salt or anything in my margarita, so I'm not doing it. What's next?
And it's classier if you do it with tahini,
Right.
and you just assume that your guest could like either way.
Oh, right.
Without seeming like trash and having to ask them.
We're always thinking about our guests. Shout out Billy Seafood. Love Billy Seafood. Tremendous Collington seafood. Milepost 8. Soundside. All right, what's next?
Okay, now I prefer a strong margarita. Are you gonna have a weak one?
No, I'm gonna have a strong
That's
one.
usually your go-to. It's a little on the weaker side.
A little weakling. All right.
Okay, all right, so prepare your shaker.
Prepare.
You need to put ice in it.
Like halfway up.
All right, so you've prepared your shaker with your ice.
Yep, got it.
Okay. So you start with tequila. What's our favorite?
Ooh, we like Casamigos, Reposado. All right,
Shout out George Clooney.
George Clooney. So we've got Blanco, which is like no color, there's no barrel aging. Reposado is much like bourbon, where it's aged in a barrel for a period of time. That's why it gets a little bit of a darker color. And then you have, which this is not, you have Añejo, which is just where you keep it for a long period of time and it gets a little bit darker. So yeah, we like the Reposado with these. Just a good quality tequila, whatever floats your boat, doesn't matter.
So you're gonna do 2 shots.
2 shots.
Because we're making a little bit on the strong side.
Uno. Oh God. Sorry, George. Dose. All right, 2 shots.
Perfect. Next ingredient, Cointreau.
All right, Cointreau, the expensive stuff. It's just an orange flavored liqueur, which you probably didn't even know that.
I absolutely did. I make these.
This is like the expensive version of like a triple sec. So if you don't have Cointreau, you can use triple sec. But we think this tastes a little cleaner, tastes better. How much?
You do 3/4 of a shot.
All right, 3/4 of a shot.
You do that twice, since we're doubling up.
Oh, okay. 2 of those?
Yep.
All right. So usually for a single, it's just 1 shot.
It's just 1 3/4 shot.
Right, got it. Okay. All right. So 2 3/4 shots of Cointreau.
Yes.
All right.
Don't use triple sec, people.
Yep, that's fair.
Next is the light agave nectar.
Agave nectar. So that got popular for a while for people that were trying to live like low carb, which is stupid because this is actually really sweet. But this comes from the same pineapple looking plant, the agave plant that tequila is actually made of. So that's those big pineapple guys. They cut the stems off, and then like my personal favorite is mezcal, where they actually take the same fruit, they stick it in a pit, and then they take a bunch of wood, burn it, stick it on top, cover it, and then that's what gives it like a really smoky flavor. I like that just because it's something a little different. So sometimes for me, I'll even put like a shot of mezcal in instead of a shot of just straight up tequila like this, but it's good. So this is your sweetener basically. How much?
So you're gonna do 2 1/4 shots. So technically a half shot.
That's gonna make a half. Luckily I didn't stay in Newport News too long, so I can actually do that.
I have to say your grass looks extra green today.
Yeah, no big deal. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen our front yard,
do you
but it's
take credit
unbelievable.
for the yard?
No, shout out Doug with Stay Green, my guy.
Oh.
He might
Oh, you
he
shared.
might fertilize.
You
Yeah.
shared the credit. I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Do I hand cut it? Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Okay, moving on.
All right. And lastly, we want to do lime juice.
All right. So you already squeezed a bunch of limes,
Yes.
fresh. Don't use anything other than that. That's ridiculous.
So you're
how
going to do
much?
2 shots.
All right, so 2 shots.
Normally that would be 1 shot of lime juice if you're making a little weakling drink.
Great math. Wait.
I'm also from 7-5. I know math.
Okay, all right. Done. Lime juice in. That's it, right?
That is it.
All right.
Shake it up.
Shake.
Show them the biceps.
No big deal.
Did you get in a workout this morning?
I sure did.
Did
Kid
you-
Stretch.
Oh, okay.
Kid Stretch RVA, give them a follow.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I tilled our garden because obviously we grow, you know, a full array of vegetables, fresh.
Wow, it's impressive.
All right, so once the, yeah, I know. Once the shaker gets nice and ice cold, you're done because if you keep shaking it, there's too much water and it's going to be watered down and not good.
Now that you've done shaking, you need to put ice in your glass.
Ice in the glass. Yeah, that's right. Using my hands.
Are your hands clean?
Yeah, they're clean. This is America.
All right.
All right.
Now, even though Kyle is putting ice in 2 glasses, let's be mindful. We just made 1 drink.
Right. Strong drink.
Strong drink.
All right, we'll put it in the tahini glass here. Wow, that's actually
Ooh.
metal straw. Save the planet. We don't believe in plastic straws here.
Save those
That's right.
turtles.
Yeah, save the turtles. Or whatever. All right, anything else? You got anything else for the people?
I don't think so. Obviously, don't use like trashy sour mix.
Yeah.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah, keep it fresh.
Keep it
fresh,
easy.
clean, simple.
All
That's
right.
it.
Now try it.
Oh.
Give the people what they want. Give a little sip. Oh, wow.
It's incredible. It actually is perfect. That's it.
All right, sign off from Shred the Lettuce.
All right, we're out. Shred the Lettuce, episode 2 bonus.
Peace.
Peace.